In the last video, I covered this week's weather, so for more specifics on what you can expect this week, check out the last video. But this one, we're going to dive into the long range, and I want to show you where we are now and where I think we're going by next week in terms of the overall scheme of things. So where we are now is we don't have a pattern that's really conducive to cold air coming into the United States, hence the January thaw. But I've been monitoring for the last few days the trends beyond this coming weekend and into next week, and it's clear now to me anyway that the models are trending towards a colder, stormier look as we get into next week. It may not happen full bore right away, but the seeds are being sown as we speak, because if you look at the overall pattern now, if we go through time on the GFS ensembles and we look at where it is by Sunday, the area that's given us the warmer than normal conditions and the January thaw has now retreated into northeast Canada. And underneath this area of high pressure, you can have a lot of low pressure and a lot of storms that do develop in the long range. So I think that as we go through time, next week and even the week beyond look pretty interesting as far as cold and snow is concerned. But it may take a little bit of time for everything to come together. I did want to show you the surface panel off of the GFS for next Monday. And it's important because I feel that with this blocking pattern, that the storm that we see next Tuesday, this is 7 o'clock Monday evening on the GFS for next week, the storm that we see on this model I think is going to change significantly. I think we're liable to have a storm that's going to start in the Midwest and then maybe redevelop along the coast and then maybe provide an interior frozen precipitation situation due to the fact that everything's getting all bottled up in the atmosphere. So that's one thing to look for in the long range. This storm next week setting the stage for the upcoming pattern as we go forward beyond the 24th, 25th. So it looks like, based on the evidence, based on the available guidance over the last few days, that winter is going to make a return starting next week.